Okay, the end of the unit, topic 6. Going to do a little review before our assessment. Make sure you have a pencil, make sure you put your name on it. There's going to be 4 pages, 85, 86, 87, 88, 300, 85, 86, 87, 88. Make sure you have all of those. If you don't, pause it. Go get them now. Let's knock this out. Part of this is just reading directions. Make sure you're aware of what's being asked. Obviously, your name's at the top. Circle the problem that you will use regrouping to solve. Explain how you know. Well, all you need to do is circle it and explain how you know. It doesn't say solve it. Figure out which one you need to regroup. Now, here's my tip. If you can't just look at this and know, stack them. Because then I can see you trying to do some work on the test. You're not going to lose a point because of that. Because all you have to do is explain. So you can circle the word explain. You need to explain. And then you have 82 minus 44. And then 54 minus 23. So if you stack them vertically, and then just look at the ones count, that is ding, 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 ding. Tells you which one requires regrouping. So it says circle the one that requires regrouping. So the first point, 1 point on this is worth circling the right one. One of these two you have to circle. Which one requires regrouping? Well, 4 minus 3, I can take 3 away from 4. 2 minus 4, well, I have 2. I can't take 4 away from it. So first things first, circle this, it requires regrouping. Now explain why. You can't subtract 2 minus 4. That's it. Short, sweet, to the point. Next one. Book has 72 pages. Dan reads 38 pages on Monday and 26 on Tuesday. How many pages does Dan have left to read? Which pair of equations can you use to solve the problem? So it has 72. He read 38 and then 26 more, and this says how many he has left. So you know it's going to be subtraction, but this is one of those equations you're going to have to do multiple steps. So first step, 38 and 26. You're adding them together because that's how many pages he's read, and you still have to figure out how many are left. 8 plus 6 is 14. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 1 more is 6. You have 64. Now you have 72 pages total, and he's read 64 of them. That would be our answer. Can't do 2 minus 4. Cross it out. Regroup it. 12 minus 4 is 8. 6 minus 6 is 0. How many pages does he have left to read? 8 pages. So we're looking for solutions to this equation, this story problem, to solve this problem. Let's see. Well, this one, 38 plus 26 is 64. 72 minus 64 is 8. So this one absolutely needs to be colored in. And then over here it says 98 and 60. Well, no, that's not our answer. Over here, 34 and 60, 46 and 48, 64 and 8. Well, that's our answer. That's how many pages he has left to read. So what did you need to do? You need to solve it. But you need to realize that there's 2 steps to this. Add and then subtract. A little tricky. That one's tough. It says subtract. Write the missing part in the diagram. So you have 24 total. You have 16. All you're doing is subtracting this, and you're going to write the answer in the diagram, bar diagram. I'm going to let you do that one on your own, number 11. Regroup it. Regroup it. Solve. Pause it. Now, I would do it now and just write the answer in. So you need an answer here. And you need an answer here. Which addition equation can you use to check your answers? Now, remember back when we were doing the lesson, how to check your answer with addition? And you start from the bottom. So you add this plus this, and you're hopefully going to equal this. So find which equation over here and color it in. that answer that adds this plus this equals that. Take a look, pause the video if you need to. I'm going to flip to the back. Okay. Oh, bar diagrams. Love these. It says Peter collects 54 stamps. He gives 29 stamps to Ruth. How many stamps does Peter have now? So, if he's giving some away, he had this many to begin with. It's going to be subtraction. Well, subtraction, you're not going to put them both down here. If you put them both in here, it's addition. You add them up and you solve for the total, because this is the total across. What you're doing is you're subtracting. So, what do we need to do? 54. He gives away 29 to Ruth. How many are left? And I would stack it and subtract it. And regroup it. Why? Look at your ones, Cal. You're on your own on that one. Knock it out. Well, this one's nice and cute because it's not giving the answer down here. You're going to have a couple different numbers you're going to write in. You're going to write one in here, and you're going to write one in here, and you're going to write one in here. So pretend like you're trying to solve this equation. 3 minus 8. I can't do it. What do I need to do? Cross it out. Write the numbers in. So these three numbers, 1, 2, 3, need to be written in. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. 4, 5, and 13. I would pause it, write them in, make sure you have all three, cross them out, put them in. Start here, and I would start up here, regroup it. Once you regroup it, solve it. Once you solve it, come over here and subtract. Oh, and this is just beautiful. It says 72 minus, find 72 minus 38, so find that first. Subtract it. Regroup it because 2 minus 8 can't be done. And then it says explain why your strategy works. Well, all you're going to do over here is explain why it works. A quick way to do that is check it with addition. Check with addition. How do you check with addition? We worked on that. You just add the difference in the subject end and hopefully you get the menu end. So over here, explain the difference. Right here, subtract, regroup. Over here, check it with addition. So that's the first two pages, 35, 36, 385, 385, 386. Pause it if you're still filling that one in. Flip it to 387. Got 2 more left. What do we have? Oh boy, okay. So we're just going to have to use some diagrams here. Mary collects stamps. The table shows the number of different stamps, kinds of stamps she has. So she has flags and butterflies and birds and flowers. How many more? Many more means subtraction. How many more stamps with butterflies does Mary have than stamps with flags? So circle butterflies and circle flags. Show your work. Butterflies and flags. So here's a clue. Butterflies and flags. You can't take 8 away from, you can't take 34 away from 8. So you have to figure out which number is bigger, stack that on the top and subtract the other one. So which one's bigger, 34 or 8? Well, 34. Do not put it up in the regrouping boxes. Minus 8. Now you should be able to regroup. So subtract that, write your answer, you're good to go on that one. Now you're, how many fewer? Fewer, subtraction. How many fewer stamps with birds, so circle birds, and stamps with flowers, birds and flowers. Let's put a smiley face on these two. Birds and flowers. Again, start with the bigger number. You can't do 27 minus 61. It's got to be the bigger of the two. That's going to be your minuend. 2 numbers here, 61 minus 27. And then it says use addition to check. So some number plus some number equals some number over here. How do you check with addition? You take your answer, your difference, plus your subtrahend, and it should equal your minuend. Check it with addition when you get done. And then down here it says, can you add in a different order to check your work in item 2? Explain. That just means here on this. Can you flip a different order to add these two to still check it? Why don't we fill this one in together so that I can show you this, because this will be on your assessment. 1 minus 7 cannot do it. You need to grab a 10. Grab the 10. Plus 10 here, I have 11. 11 minus 7 is 4. 5 minus 2 is 3. I have 34. That's my answer. Now I need to check with addition. What is that? 34 plus 27. What's added? 4 plus 7 is 11. Regroup the 1. 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 1 is 6. Oh, good. Look, 61. Now, wait. All it's asking down here is, can you add in a different order? Let's just flip them around. 27 and 34. 7 plus 4 is 11. Regroup the 1. 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 1 more is 6. Guess what? Yes, I can add in a different order because they both equal 61. 61, 61, 61. I would pause this. I did a lot furiously writing on this wonderful 387. There's a lot of words on here, a lot of diagrams, not a lot of work you actually have to get done. But the key takeaway from this is making sure which two on the chart over here you're going to have to subtract, always starting with the bigger number in subtraction, and then explaining why or why not. Flip it over. Luke also collects stamps. He has 57 stamps. His friend gives him 25 more stamps. Then Luke gives away some stamps. Now Luke has 44 stamps. How many stamps did Luke give away? Whoa. So 2 steps. This is a step, and this is a step. Part A and Part B. What does that look like? Luke has some stamps. He has 57, and his friend gives him 25. Well, if you had 57 stamps and somebody gives you 25 more, you're adding 57 plus 25. I would stack it. And this is that addition regrouping. And solve it. Now, this answer right here goes here. It's also going to come down here. Because it says, then Luke gives away some stamps. Now he has 44. Holy shnikes. So whatever answer's down here, you're subtracting 44 from it. So 7 plus 5, regroup, solve it, bring it down, subtract those two, stack it over here, find the difference. Last but not least, just be careful in 4 and 5. Look, there's Part A and Part B. Part A and Part B means there's 2 steps to this. That means that when you read this problem, you're going to have to do something, and then you're going to have to do something again, a second item. So Mary put 54 of her stamps in a book. The book holds 96 stamps. How many more stamps can Mary put in the book? So if the book holds 96, and she puts in 54, we need to figure out how many more she can put in there. Question mark. So now this is not answering in here. It says explain how the bar diagram helps you understand the problem. Well, what does this do? What does it do? Well, it shows me, what does it show you? It shows you that I need to subtract. Well, why do you need to subtract? Because you have 96 capacity in your stamp book, and 54 are in there. How many more can we put in there before it's full? Right now there's 54, there's 96, it can hold 96. I need to figure out how many more I can hold in the stamp book. So it shows me I need to subtract. Well, that's clearly what it shows you. It shows you got to subtract these numbers. So 96 minus 54. You know what the beauty of this is? 96 minus 54. You don't have to regroup. End zone, no regrouping. Look at it. 6 minus 4, Gianna Leffel. 6 minus 4, don't regroup. Gianna Apathy. 6 minus 4. Take it away, write the difference. And that, my friends, is your math lesson for today. You get done, turn it in.